Hello students, I hope you all are doing great. Now let's start the discussion of model answer paper. Question number 1, it has got 4 sub-questions, all objectives. Question number 1A is fill in the blanks. Marks allotted is 2. There are 4 questions, half mark each. First question, after complete oxidation of glucose molecule, dash number of ATP molecules are formed. Correct answer is 38. Second question, dash type of reproduction occurs without the fusion of gametes. Correct answer, asexual. Third, planaria reproduces by dash. Correct answer, fragmentation. Fourth, the code for each amino acid consists of 3 nucleotides called dash. Correct answer is triplet codon. Students, please ensure that since it's an objective, so spelling should also be correct. Question number 1B. Match the following. Again, marks allotted are 2. There are 4 options. Each carries half mark. First, aerobic respiration. Correct answer is oxygen is involved. 2, anaerobic. Oxygen is not involved. Third, appendix. Correct answer is human. Fourth, formation of spindle fiber. Correct answer is metaphase. So if all the answers are correct, you get 2 marks. Let's move on to the next. Question number 1C. Complete the analogy. So there are 3 questions, 1 mark each. First one, NADH2 is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. Then FADH2 is dash. Let's see the correct answer. Answer is flavin adenine dinucleotide. Student, if you have written the correct answer, it fetches you 1 mark. Second one, ovule forms the seed. So ovary forms dash. Correct answer is fruit. Third, glycolysis occurs in cytoplasm. So tricarboxylic acid cycle occurs in dash. The correct answer is mitochondria. Let's move on to the third one. Question number 1D. Select the odd man out. Marks allotted again 2 marks. Options are stigma, style, anther, ovary. All other parts of flower, but anther is the odd man out. Reason, it is a part of male reproductive system, whereas the others are the part of female reproductive system. Second, bryophyllum, carrot, reddish, Spirogyra. Correct answer is Spirogyra. It reproduces by fragmentation, whereas other reproduce by vegetative propagation. So students, first question, all objectives. I hope you all have scored full marks in this. Let's move on to the second question. Now in the second question, answer the following sub questions, but here you have a choice. That is any 5 questions you are supposed to solve. Now marks allotted are 10. That means 2 marks for each question. The very first question is distinguish between mitosis and meiosis. Again, very easy question. Any 2 points should be included in your answer from both the sides. Mitosis. The cell divides only once, which means there is no mitosis 1 and mitosis 2. Meiosis, there are 2 cell division, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Second point in mitosis, it takes place in the somatic cells and the stem cells. Yes, students, these are the very key, you can say keywords in the answer. Second, meiosis takes place in germ cells. Mitosis may, third point, occurs in both sexually as well as asexually reproducing organism. Yes, students, we have seen the different examples when we were studying about the asexual mode of reproduction. And meiosis occurs only in sexually reproducing organism, which means higher organisms. Mitosis, fourth point, chromosome number mainly, or you can say remains constant at the end of mitosis. You all know mitosis is also known as equational division because it maintains the chromosome number. In meiosis, Chromosome number is reduced. Yes, students, it is, you can say it halves the number of chromosome, that is from diploid to haploid at the end of meiosis. So students, in mitosis and in meiosis, any 2 points, if you have written, yes, it fetches you 2 marks. Let's move on to the next question. Again, 2 marks. What is carbon dating? Yes, students. Basically, carbon dating is find out the age of any dead plant or animal. Yes, it's a calculation method. Let's see the correct definition, the correct answer. The time has passed since the death of a plant or animal can be calculated by measuring the radioactivity of C14 and a ratio of C14 to C12 present in their body. And this is carbon dating. Basically, students, here C14 and C12 are nothing but the isotopes of carbon. So there is a ratio which is calculated by finding out the age of the any dead plant or animal. Third question. Yes, it's a give reason. Fibers are one of the important nutrient. Give reason. Answer. We cannot digest fiber, but they help in the digestion of other substances and digestion of undigested substances. Hence, fibers are one of the important nutrients. Students, please make a note of it. Since it's a give reason, your answer should end with either hence or therefore. So if you've written this answer, please, it gives you 2 marks. Then moving on to the fourth question. That is, explain the concept of IVF. Full form is in vitro fertilization. Answer, the points needs to be included are in vitro fertilization or technique. Fertilization is brought about in the test tube, which means outside the body. An embryo formed is implanted in the uterus of a woman at appropriate time. Second point, IVF technique is used for having the child in case of those childless couples who have problems like less sperm count or obstacles in the oviduct, etc. Third, the fifth question is, oxygen is necessary for complete oxidation of glucose. Give reason. Students, when I say complete glucose, oxidation of glucose, it means we are talking about aerobic cellular respiration. So the answer should include the following points. First one, aerobic cellular respiration is the process by which cells use oxygen to help them convert into energy. Yes, means that means the complete breakdown of glucose takes place. Without oxygen, glucose will be incompletely oxidized and hence less amount of energy. In short, there are only 2 ATPs are released in anaerobic respiration. Third point should be, in presence of oxygen, glucose is completely oxidized to produce more energy, that is 38 molecules of ATP. And the fourth is, therefore, yes, again I've told you, your answer should end with hence or therefore. So therefore, oxygen is necessary for complete oxidation of glucose. So if you have written all the 4 points, you get 2 marks. Let's move on to the sixth question, that is define the following, students. Now here we are supposed to write 2 definitions. One is of nutrient and the other one is cellular respiration. 1 mark each. Nutrient definition, and by the way, there is a rule, definition has to be word to word from the textbook. You cannot make any changes on your own. Nutrients are components of food which provide energy and help in the growth and maintenance of the body. Cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is a process where food is oxidized either with or without the help of oxygen to produce energy. Let's see the third question, students. Again, third question carries 6 marks. Again, you have a choice over here. Any 2 questions you need to solve, which means 3 marks for each question. Explain glycolysis. Since they are a little lengthy, so points are also more. First, process of glycolysis occurs in cytoplasm. Second point, a molecule of glucose is oxidized, used up. Step by step in the process, and 2 molecules of each, that is pyruvic acid, ATP, NADH2 and water are formed. Third point, molecule of pyruvic acid formed in this process are converted into molecules of acetyl coenzyme A. And the last, two molecules of NaDH2 and two molecules of carbon dioxide are released during this process. So students, if you have written any 3 points in this, yes, it gives you 3 marks. Let's move on to the next. Second is describe multiple fission. As you all are aware, multiple fission takes place in amoeba and the similar protist. But when it does it take place? During unfavorable condition. So the first point should be asexual reproduction by multiple fission is performed by amoeba and other similar protists during unfavorable condition. Second point, amoeba stops the formation of pseudopodia and thereby its movements whenever there is a lack of food and any other protist is called as cyst. It means amoeba takes in the pseudopodia and forms a cyst around its body. Third, it becomes almost round and forms a protective covering around plasma membrane. Hence, that's called as encysted amoeba. Fourth point, many nuclei are formed by repeated nuclear division in the cyst and followed by the division of cytoplasm. Thereby, many amoebulae are formed. But when this cyst gets open, that is when the conditions are favorable. So when the cyst breaks, all the amoebulae are released and hence forming an independent amoeba. So if you have covered all the points, students, it fetches you 3 marks. Third question. So describe fragmentation. As you know, it takes place in algae. Yes. This type of asexual reproduction occurs in multicellular organism. And in this type of reproduction, students, the body of a parent organism breaks into many fragments. As you all are aware, the name itself suggests fragmentation, that is the pieces. It breaks into pieces. So each fragment starts to live as an independent new organism. Third point, it is in an algae like Spirogyra and sponges like Siphon. Fourth point can be when plenty of water and nutrients are available to Spirogyra, which means for reproduction, they require some necessary conditions. So plenty of water and nutrients should be available. Its filament grows up very fast and breaks up into small fragments. Fourth point, each fragment starts to live independently as a new Spirogyra fiber. And similarly, if the body of a cycon breaks up accidentally into many fragments, each fragments develop into a new cycon. So students, although your points may be up and down, but if you have covered all the points, right, you get 2 marks. I'm sorry, it is 3 marks. Let's move on to the question number 4. That is the brief. Any one you need to solve and it carries 5 marks. So 5 marks means diagram is important. So whether it's asked in the question or not, you have to draw the diagram if the diagrams are there in that question. Let's see the first question. Explain sexual reproduction in plants. So students, here you're supposed to draw the flower of a hibiscus. Now, you can see the parts which are labeled. You need to mention everything, right from pedicel, sepals. Then you need to mention about the male reproductive part, that is the androecium, which consists of anther and filament. Then in the center, you can see the stigma-style ovary. Together, it is called as pistil or carpel. Fine. Let's see the explanation. The following points should be there in your answer. First, since we are talking about the sexual reproduction, you need to mention about the fruit formation also little bit. Next. First, a flower is the site of sexual reproduction in plants. Yes, flower itself, you know, it's a reproductive part. So reproduction occurs in the flower. Second, it consists of 4 floral whorls: calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Gynoecium and androecium are called as essential whorls, whereas calyx and corolla are called as accessory whorls. So that is the explanation of the diagram, students. Let's move on to the next. Androecium is the male whorl and its members are called as stamen. Men, that's a male reproductive part, while gynoecium is a female whorl and its members are called as carpels or pistil. Now there you can see a diagram also where we are showing you the formation of the pollen tube also. Now, next point. Ovary present at the basal end of carpel contains one or many ovules. A hollow style comes up from the ovary. Embryo sac is formed in each ovule by meiosis, and each embryo sac consists of a haploid egg cell and two haploid polar nuclei. Pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma, and this is called as pollination, because from reproduction point of view, this transfer of pollen grains is necessary. Next point, sorry. When pollination occurs, a long pollen tube carrying two male gametes is formed. Pollen tube reaches the embryo sac via style, via true style. Pollen tube bursts and two male gametes are released in the embryo sac. One male gamete unites with the egg cell to form zygote. This is called as the fertilization. The second male gamete unites with the two polar nuclei which is present at the center, and it forms the endosperm. Students, since here twice fertilization takes place, hence it is called as double fertilization. Next point, after fertilization, ovule develops into a seed and ovary develops into a fruit. Seeds fall upon the ground when the fruits break up. They germinate in the soil under the favorable condition. And zygote develops at the cost of food stored in the endosperm, which means when a seed germinates, it is the endosperm which provides the nutrition to that growing embryo. And this is what we call as a seed germination. Let's move on to the second question. That is about again mitosis, which is again very easy, students. So the answer should include the following points. First, somatic cells and the stem cells divide by mitosis. That means where exactly mitosis takes place, you need to start with that point. Then mitosis is completed through two main steps. First, yes, there is a division of nucleus, that's called as karyokinesis, and then the division of cytoplasm, that's called as cytokinesis. Karyokinesis means there are four steps. First is prophase. Students, prophase may first condensation starts. Yes, it's a condensation of basically thin thread fiber, right? And in short, the chromosome starts forming basically. Second point, due to this, they become short and thick and they start to appear along with the pair of sister chromatids. Third point, centrioles duplicate. Duplicate means it doubles the number. So in short, it was 2, so it becomes 4 and it moves to the opposite poles. And the fourth point is nuclear membrane and nucleolus start to disappear. Yes, students, these points needs to be included in prophase. The second is metaphase. Following points should be there in metaphase. Very easy to remember all these things. All those events which started in prophase completes in metaphase. So first is nuclear membrane completely disappeared. Chromosome complete their condensation and becomes clearly visible. Second, all chromosomes are arranged parallel to the equatorial plane. That means they are aligned centrally. Third, special type of flexible protein fibers, that is spindle fibers, are formed between the centrioles and the centromere of each chromosome. So in short, formation of spindle fiber takes place in the metaphase. You can see the diagrams. Next point that needs to be included in metaphase is somatic cells and the stem cells divide by mitosis. Mitosis is completed through two main steps. That is, third, anaphase. Centromere splits and thereby sister chromatids of each chromosome separates and they are pulled apart in the opposite directions with the help of spindle fibers. So, in short, centromere, which actually joins the two chromatids, break. Since that chromatid breaks, the two sister chromatids gets separated. So, in short, the second point is separation of sister chromatids, and those are called as now daughter chromosome. In this way, each set of chromosome reach at two opposite poles of the cell. In short, now they have a shape like a bunch of banana. Next point, telophase. That's the last point. Chromosomes which have reached at the opposite poles of the cell now start to decondense, due to which they again become thread-like, thin and visible. Second, nuclear membrane is formed around each set of chromosomes reached at poles. Third, two daughter nuclei are formed in a cell. Fourth point, nucleolus also appears in each daughter nucleus and spindle fibers completely disappear. So students, to remember telophase, just remember a simple technique. All those events which have taken place in prophase 1, opposite will happen in the telophase. Yes. Next, since the division of nucleus completed, that is karyokinesis completes, now it is followed by the cytokinesis. Cytokinesis, cytoplasm divides and two new cells are formed, which are called as daughter cells. In this process, a notch, a small groove you can say, a notch is formed at the equatorial plane of the cell, which deepens gradually, and thereby two new cells are formed. However, in case of plants, so instead of notch, you can write a word cell plate. So ये again एक और keyword हो गया. This is formed exactly along the midline. So whenever any cytoplasm you divides, it always divides from the middle. Yes. So that's a midline of the cell, and therefore cytokinesis is completed. So I hope students, you all have scored good marks, right? Thank you so much.